Hey, what's up, everybody? Rob Gill, Epic Financial Strategies. We are here in Red Bank, New Jersey, and I love this next topic. And as we get into it, it's not going to be any kind of sales. It's going to be the mechanics on how to buy a life insurance policy. And what's important to understand that is because you guys, you gals out there are getting bombarded all the time. Hey, you can buy this term policy over the phone, or there's an algorithmic underwriting where you don't need to do a medical meaning have a blood and urine done. The truth is, that's true. There's so many different nuances that come to it. When it comes to the kind of strategies that we like to talk about on how to use life insurance as a turbocharger, as a money multiplier with a long-term approach on how to really maximize each and every dollar that you have in your world, like stealth Roman foot soldiers back in the day, where they could work for you congruently, where the right hand is talking to the left hand, all your advisors are on the same page. And once again, it's insurance planning that could complement wealth planning, not to replace it. It's an end-end, not an end-or. I have a special guest that I'm going to bring on here that's going to really break down the mechanics of how to properly buy a life insurance plan that can sit and fit with your core values on exactly what I just spoke about. What we're going to get into now is the action steps and the mechanics. I have my partner DJ right with me. What's up, man? So DJ has been part of our organization. Even when he worked in college, he used to come here in the summers, and he's been here ever since. And he's learned the art of underwriting. That's so important for all you insurance agents that are out there. If you don't have, and you're never going to have DJ, but if you have somebody like DJ that understands the action steps from A through Z on how to take a potential client, you out there, through the underwriting process so you can get approved, you can get in writing from an insurance carrier these guarantees that they provide, this is where you want to really grab a pen and piece of paper and begin to listen. So DJ, first question is this. Potential relationship comes through the door, and we want to take them through the underwriting process because they want to buy a life insurance policy. What is the first thing that needs to be done?
So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to gather facts. We're going to really get to know you, determine your financials, and just get an outlook, a holistic outlook on your life.
And when you say facts, you're talking about like the application, right? Or just before the application?
This is the building rapport stage. This is where we get to really know your goals and objectives so that we can develop a plan that works for you.
And then on the application itself, and by the way, folks, this is all confidential. It's not meant to scare you. We're just trying to prepare you of what it looks like on how to get approved. So when you go through the application process, it's name, date of birth, all personal information. Then there's doctor information, correct?
Yes, correct.
What else on that application that maybe you've experienced that if clients don't fill it out the right way in the beginning tends to become a headache?
Yeah, so you're going to want to disclose as much information as possible, because you want to give a snapshot to this underwriter for them to get to know who you are, but you also want to provide as much details as you can so that you can expedite the time and get from point A to B quicker.
But to that point, though, you just said they're going to have to fill it out. Now, what you're saying is any insurance agent that's out there,
correct,
make sure for anyone that's listening that wants to buy a life insurance policy, you take the necessary time to take them through the application, meaning, hey, who's all your doctors?
Correct.
When did you see your doctor last? Did you have a therapist 15 years ago because the cat fell out of the tree?
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
You have to talk about everything. And DJ, I'm sure you've seen hundreds of agents. So let's shift real quick. For the agent that's listening, what's the worst thing that they could do?
The worst thing they could do is kind of just try and get the basic information and not do their due diligence. It's not going to be on the client or the prospect to know what information they have to give. As experienced agents, they should know the proper information to gather.
They actually know, though,
They
right?
know. Sometimes they want to take the easy route and just get name, date of birth. You have to dig deep. And that's how we go in depth here, and that's how we get things done quicker.
So here at Epic, we've gone from 6 to 20 agents. And
Yes.
This is important for you that wants to buy a life insurance policy, because you want to make sure that once you decide that you're going to buy one, you're dealing with the right agent that knows what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, that's in service of you. So we've gone from 6 to 20 agents, and we've let agents go because of laziness, right?
Laziness.
Because of, this is sometimes a 90-day process, right? From hello to yes, meaning, hey, you got to get a medical done.
Gotta get a medical done.
You gotta do a urine.
Urine, blood and urine.
Your application that the agent takes on the phone has to match when the nurse comes to do the blood and urine.
Correct.
And what happens when that doesn't match?
When it doesn't match, it looks unclear to the underwriter.
And
So
what is the underwriter thinking when it looks unclear?
they think it's a misrepresentation that the client is not providing all the information necessary, or that the agent is not doing their job and getting all that information.
So the underwriter, just correct me if I'm wrong, either thinks the agent's lying or misleading, or the client is lying or misleading. So it's important when you build, so let me go to the agent. If you're going to build a company and a team, make sure you're an expert at taking an application. Make sure you have somebody like DJ that knows how to do cover letters to the underwriters, so your client, the person that wants to buy the life insurance policy, gets the best possible rating from the underwriter of the carrier that's been around for over 200 years or 150 years. Anything else that they should be thinking about?
Yeah, agents, just make sure that you're staying on top, getting the necessary information that you need to. Make sure you're building rapport at a high level, which is what we do here at Epic. On what Rob was talking about, when it comes to the underwriter, when they're looking at this, if they see one misrepresentation or one thing that they could take as false, they're going to start looking at everything else with a fine-tooth comb now, because they think, okay, what else could have been left out? So we really want to expedite it. You want to stay on top, and you just want to you want to get the most information that you can.
And for you, the person out there that wants to go buy a life insurance policy, remember, I know it's a sensitive topic when you're talking about your health. I know there's certain things that, you may be embarrassed of. Whatever you leave out is going to come back later on and bite you. So make sure you're comfortable with the person that you're talking to first, meaning the agent. Once you're comfortable, go with conviction and confidence through the underwriting process, and don't leave anything out. If you leave something out, it could hurt you or your family later on. So it's important that you really go through that process. Anyway, we just gave you a couple of minute tutorial on how to buy a life insurance policy, not only for you, the person that wants to purchase it, but you, the agent that's out there. Make sure you I dot and T cross, and don't be scared to ask the appropriate questions. Every day we're pushing out content here. Go ahead and click the link below. We are sharing information, tools, technologies, methodologies, and strategies. And thank you for tuning into the channel.